I feel like Christmas is gonna be over by the time I post this, but I don't care. Oh my goodness, that title, huh? We're gonna talk about it. I feel like some people are already upset for some reason. Hello YouTube, welcome to my second channel, McDaniel After Dark, but I post in the morning because of the algorithm. Here we get a little deeper, a little personal, a little girl talk if you will, or boy talk. Everyone's welcome on this channel. We're just having fun conversing like friends do, aka talking shit. So open some hot Cheetos, get some wine, and let's just chat. So we just covered a topic on my main channel where I mentioned I have PCOS and endometriosis. In the video, I said I don't want children. So the infertilization aspect of the diseases really don't faze me, and I got a few questions from a lot of people. Okay, like 2 people, but I don't mind answering this question and it's fun. But the question was, why don't you want kids? And I love this question. Some people think it's rude to ask, but I don't mind the question at all. Ask me. I love to vent and I love to just talk. Let me pull out my little stool and let me just tell you everything as to why I don't want children. You ain't gotta ask me twice, I'll tell you. I'm trying to normalize the fact that some people just don't want children. And not everyone should have children. And you know what? Some people just don't want no damn kids. Just like some people don't want no damn dog. Some people don't want no damn fish. Some people don't want no damn marriage. We all have different things that we think is worth giving a damn. And we have to respect that, you know? Well, maybe we don't have to, but I will. I love my dogs, but there's people out here that don't like dogs or they just make them feel uncomfortable, and I completely get it. Anyway, that video is very positively taken for the most part, but I got one comment of critique that I'm going to focus on. And this girl hopped on there, wrote me a paragraph saying,
"The fact that you strung us along as if you were pregnant and you're not, you do realize that there's women out here that really want children and can't because they also have PCOS and endometriosis."
That's why you're offended? You're offended about someone who has the disease, who always gets mistaken for being pregnant when she has a wonderful flare-up, and use the comments that used to hurt me when I was younger that caused an array of body issues and made an educational 30-minute, heavily edited video in cosplay to bring awareness to a disease that not many people know about in a very artistic way. That's what you're mad about, just so we're clear and I can understand. Huh, got it. Basically telling me to check my privilege that I have the disease but I don't want kids, so it's not that big of a deal and I need to check my privilege. You obviously don't have endo or PCOS, so check your privilege. You know what's funny, because I speak very openly about PCOS and endometriosis, is whenever I say that I have PCOS or endometriosis to someone that I just don't really know, they always, grab my hand and look me deep in my eyes and say, "It's okay. There's still hope. You can still have children. There's so many options out there to help your infertility. I'm gonna pray for you that you one day will have that miracle baby." And I'm like, "Oh no, it's okay. I don't want any kids. That aspect of the disease is great it works out great for me. You can still pray for me though, that's fine, I'll take that." And then once I make it clear that I don't want kids, they like smash my hand out of the way and tell me that I should understand that there's women that have the disease and do want kids, so I should watch the way that I talk. What? How? Help me understand people like you. I still have endo and PCOS. I still struggle. Infertility is just one aspect. You would understand that if you had it. What the fuck? Why whenever someone says they don't want kids, it's, well, think of the children that do want kids. What about the people that have $1 million and I want $1 million but don't? Do the people who have $1 million think about me? No, because it's my issue. I understand that some people want children, but what does that have to do with me not wanting children? Anyway, your girl had to go off on a tangent. This is what we do here when it's just us. And let's talk about why I don't want kids. But before I tell you, do you want children? Do you want fur children? Or maybe you don't want anything. You want everything out of your house and you want to live alone. That's fine too. If you want to live alone, I know people like that. They don't want anyone in their house and they like their space. Mood, I can go for that sometime. I'm not gonna judge you for your own personal choices. Okay, kids, so I was a babysitter all throughout middle school, high school, and then once I became of age, I became a nanny through my first year of college when I was going through personal training school. We'd be at the house for 4 to 6 hours and would have a Blue's Clues. We would do puppet shows. I would play Barbies. I would play Death Hide and Go Seek. You ever play that? Oh, it's fun. It involved Nerf guns and a lot of screaming. It's fun. The kids had a blast. I'm like a big kid, so I can hang with the kids. I don't mind the kids shows. I still watch them even though I don't have kids. Anyway, I couldn't imagine doing that all day, every day. Mommy and daddy is a 24-hour job. Not 4 to 6 hours, not 10 hours, not a few hours when you feel like it. It's every day, all day, if you are a good parent. If you're not, then it's just occasionally whenever you feel like it, like my father. So listen, just imagine, I would rather be the auntie strolling in with my dogs and a lot of presents and candy and release it to the little minions. We can watch whatever they want to watch, whatever cartoon is going to be fine with me because I'm probably going to like it. And then, stay with me now, I leave. I get out of there and then leave them with their parents. Honestly, when I first got Yoshi, it showed me that I did not need children but the constant waking up, always watching them, making sure they're not eating this, making sure they're okay, teaching them and training them to be a good dog so they are functional in this society. I personally don't feel like doing all of that with a toddler, and it takes longer with little kids, right? Dogs are usually good. Like Yoshi was pretty well trained within 6 months to a year, but children, it's a lot longer. And parents always say it's worth it, and I did not understand that until I got Yoshi and was doing all of these things, super tired, always like, I was just really tired. And so I was explaining to a lot of my friends what I do with my dogs, and they were like, that's a lot of work. And I'm like, oh, but it's worth it though. And I'm like, boom, right there. I get it. I get you parents. We all just have different worth it goals because we're all different. Another reason, my father. I personally don't think he ever wanted kids, to be completely honest. I think he had kids because it's the normal thing to do, especially in that generation, right? You get married, you have kids, you get a good job, that whole shtick, right? You know, like if you don't have kids, oh my gosh, there's something wrong with that person. They don't have children. Something's wrong with him. And I feel that people who really don't want kids but have them, it affects the children. It's coming from me. It affected me. I could tell. So why would I ever force myself to have kids just so that people don't think I'm weird? I am weird. What the hell? I don't care. It actually triggers the hell out of me when people have kids just so other people can view them as a normal person. You don't have kids just because you don't want other people to think you're not weird. Or it's the natural thing to do, my dad. Who, excuse you, sir. Maybe tend to your own children before you tell other people that they should have children. Little too late now, but it's fine. I feel like people who really don't want kids but do it, sometimes, you know, there's a shift where they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, this is great. And then there's the other people who resent them. That happens. I feel that a lot of people don't openly talk about that because it's not socially acceptable, but it does happen. I've talked to actually many people because I'm open about not wanting children. And they'll say, you know, if you don't want them, don't do it because me and my kids don't have a good relationship because I resented them. And I really appreciate the honesty completely because I know it's not just roses and sunshine and PBS Kids when it comes to children. There can be a lot of issues and not everyone is cut out to be a mom or a dad. And I don't think that's fair. It's gonna hurt the child in the end. Everybody's hurt in the end, but especially a kid. Okay, let's see what, oh yeah, mental illness. I'm not sure if it's like a mental illness. Like I said, these videos are not heavily as research as my other videos, but I have something called misophonia, and it's basically the hatred of sound. Misophonia is a brain thing, and certain people have different tics. So my thing is loud eating, which technically is not an American thing to do. You're not supposed to sit at the table and eat with your mouth wide open, but for me, it's like an intense rage that I will feel. I will get very, I could cry. I'll get very angry. I will run from the noise, literally sprint. It's a flight or fight type thing. Like I either want to run or I want to fight you. So just close your mouth and eat like a regular human being. But my trick is loud eating sounds and heavy breathing. Those two noises will have me melting inside from the fire I'm about to light up your ass if you don't stop. It's a very serious disorder. People have committed suicide. So I have learned to kind of just be very open about it. I'm not about to end up like other people who have this condition. But anyway, my brother has it, my sister has it, and guess what? My dad has it. But like I said, with that generation, they don't talk about mental illness or believe, you know, those kind of things because, oh my gosh, people are gonna think you're weird, and they just fix it with Jesus because that's the socially acceptable thing to do. Just read a Bible and you're good. So I personally don't want to pass that down to my offspring. It's not a fun thing to have. Honestly, death sounds horrible, but whenever I think of death and try to, it's all gonna happen to all of us, but whenever I think of it, I'm like, well, at least when I die, I won't have to hear those freaking disgusting sounds anymore that drive me crazy, and I feel a little bit better about it. I can finally rest in peace, literally. Okay, what else? I am deathly afraid of pregnancy. I know some of you say pregnancy is beautiful, but I've seen pregnancy. Yeah, I saw my sister get birthed from my mom. I remember everything, scarred. I was so excited to meet my little sister because my mom told me where kids come from, but then you see it and you're like, horrified. It's like a murder scene. I didn't see anything beautiful. Like I get the aspect of it, like, oh, bringing life into the world, but reality of it, it's really gross. It looks scary. And now I have those images in my head. That's probably why I'm so queasy about everything. My mom's legs just wide open, smiling, having a good time. Me, horrified. How do you guys do this? Especially the ones that do it naturally. If I ever got pregnant and gave birth, like put me to sleep. Give me every single drug that I need. I don't wanna be there at all. Okay, what else? I have a lot of anxiety and I'm a spaz. Okay, so I already have a lot of, I'm very protective over my dogs, my children. If someone hurts my dogs, I'm gonna be pissed. If I had kids and someone hurts my kids, guess what? I'm going to jail. Don't fuck with what's mine. I will probably kill you if anyone touches my children. And I don't love the food in jail. I don't love the outfits. I can't wear wigs in jail, I think. So I'd rather just not. And lastly, I don't want any damn kids because I just don't. I think that's a good enough reason, right? If you're not fully on board to take everything that goes with being a parent, you probably should not have children because it's not all Thomas and Tank Engine and PBS Kids and cute little dances and just, cute little outfits and small miniature humans. It's not all that. It can be hard, and if you aren't ready to take that, you probably shouldn't have a child. You can still have a very fulfilled life without that. I think a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on having children and they're incomplete without somebody else. That's never really been my shtick. I've never been that person like, oh, if I'm not married by this age, or if I don't have a boyfriend or this, then I'm good, I'm empty. If I don't have children, then I'm this way. I just kind of, maybe because I'm a middle child, I'm very solo. I was never babied like my older brother or my little sister, so maybe that's a thing. But I have plenty of clients who are older and they don't have children and they are still very fulfilled. There's two that I've been around that I'm just like, oh, they're kind of not the best people, but the other ones are great. That goes for anyone. There's always like kind of annoying people that are annoying in any group. There's way more out there that are living fulfilled life and are happy and they've got their friends' kids that they kind of, watch them grow up and now they're like the fun aunt with a bunch of free time and always brings the gifts. That life just speaks so much more to me. The crazy aunt with all the dogs and the candy, taking them on spontaneous Disney trips. It just sounds so much fun. I had an uncle, not my real uncle, but one of my mom's friends' kids that never had kids, and he would always come over and we would play death hide and go seek. Yeah, it's the thing from when I was little. I brought it back to the kids that I used to babysit, and we would have so much fun. He wasn't like the other adults. He was one of us. One of us. Kubu Gop. You guys, I don't know if you guys watch South Park, but it's from there. Anyway, that just sounds awesome. That's my choice, at least for now. I could always change my mind. Maybe that mother instinct will kick in and I'll want to have a human little minion. Who knows, but for now, I am a mother of a pug and a little chihuahua, and I am perfectly happy and fulfilled that way. Thank you so much for coming to my girl talk. I hope you enjoyed sitting and talking with me, and if you did, hit the subscribe button and maybe the thumbs up button. I don't know if it helps, but what does help is sharing it. That'd be nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit more. We can do more of these on this channel. I love just turning on the camera and just kind of talking to it instead of heavily editing everything because these hands hurt, honestly. But it's a nice little change. So if you liked it, let me know in the comment section and tell me if you are going to have kids or you want to have kids. If you have children, how's that going for you? Do you want dogs instead? Cats? Fish? A chia pet? A neopet? Let me know, what is your life goals with that? Talk to me, I am all ears. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great Christmas. Make sure to be nice to others, but also tell them, watch how they talk to you. Okay, don't let people walk all over you. You are a bad bitch. And live your life the way you want. As long as you're not hurting anyone, you do you. And I will see you guys next time.
Wake up, honey, I made you breakfast. Fresh coffee and bagels too. A new day is waiting for us. We got lots of fun stuff to do. Let's go to the zoo and feed the monkeys. I can lend them your baseball cap. Let's make the day a barrel of fun. Growing up is just a trap. Don't it seem like a drag? Like putting all of your joy in a big brown bag. I won't listen to any of that jazz. No, I'll never grow up.
I'll never grow up.
Growing up is just a big fat trap.